This is an American Douchebag Productions.
What's happening, Joe? It's your man, Mr. O, with the info. Give me what you need to know. But, you ain't here for me, though. Yeah, you can hear me walking through these cold, not too cold this morning, December 26, 2024. Not too bad today. A little misty outside, foggy, temperature about 39. Really feel like 40. I decided, you know what? It's been kind of hard to make content, especially, with trending topics, pop culture, especially in the community. I find it that we are at the magnitude of black relationships regarding so-called money.
The thing about money in the current pandemic of relationships, ever since I could remember, I knew when I was a child and became a young adult. For all my listeners out there that don't, or new listeners, I had a 90-year-old father who passed recently, a couple of months ago. Still kind of dealing with it, but not in the aspects of like, woe is me, I miss my father and all that good stuff. He was a good man. He was in my life all my life, raised me, even after my mother passed away, his wife, keyword wife. So I'm still dealing with the situation, but I'm getting through the motion. But even then, when I was raised with my father and various male members around my life, pretty much older men and some of my older cousins and whatnot, I knew money was going to be a thing. I've basically had lied to myself. I'm going to get into the gist of the video, but I just got to give y'all just a background of my thoughts on the situation before I go into it. My thing is, and I had to come to the conclusion that I'm an anecdotal situation in the aspects. I had two older parents that was on a second marriage apiece. My mother had a child already, so yeah, my father married a single mom, but she was married at the time when she had her kid, but I digress. My father had a previous family in which he had to divorce and met my mother, in which he was 12 years older than her. You know what I'm saying? But they was both older. Mom was 40, Pops was 52 when I was born. So I got that out the way. My parents, and shout out to them, shout out to my parents. My mother and father both worked. You dig? My mother worked nights even at Zenith. And for you people that's like younger millennials and Gen Z, Zenith used to be a very big popular brand for electronics, for your TVs, radios, and all that stuff. So my mother would literally go to work, do the night shift, making these so-called appliances for all of America, right? Get off work, come home, make breakfast for me, my father, my sister, and my other family members that they was around. Get her a little rest in. Probably wake up a couple of hours later, clean up the house, start preparing dinner, prepare the dinner, finish the dinner, serve the dinner, eat the dinner with the family, go right back to get her a little rest, and tuck me in at night before she goes off to work. And you women talking about y'all can't do that. My father worked 2 consecutive jobs throughout my life. I went until he had to retire when my mom passed away. So he was a taxi cab driver and he worked in a sheet metal plant. Yeah, real hard labor, stressful labor. At 50-some years old, middle age. A lot of you black men out here, including myself, I sometimes throw myself in the mix. A lot of y'all ain't got that hustle in y'all, and a lot of y'all ain't gonna do that type of work. So shout out to my father on that. But for some reason, these two individuals was able to come together, both do the 50-50 thing. Yeah, my mother was a boomer. The first boomer, 1946, and my old man was from the civil rights generation. But they still found a way to come together, share bills, even share responsibility dealing with me. My sister was already a little older, a little teenage, about to be grown already, so they ain't really have to worry about her. But me, they took time and they precious time to go ahead and get me right. So shout out to them. Now, you motherfuckers today in the community, both men and women included, this whole coming back to the table, and y'all don't want to get y'all finances together. Now, I ain't gonna lie, you know, I'm a douchebag, I'm an asshole, I'm transparent. Yo, I'm in the working poor class. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a college degree, but I think my degree up in Chicago Libraries of America and Sidewalk High can always go up against the so-called quote-unquote intelligentsia academics around here. You dig? So we in the community have this type of situation in which y'all want to go ahead, especially the women. Let me go ahead. It's a two-part argument. The women in the community are saying they want the soft life. If they already had to go and do the whole, like, I'm strong and independent, I done flew to Greece, I got my PhD, all that whole other bullshit, you know, the Ebony K. Williams of the world and whatnot. They'll tell you that they would rather be with the boss, even though they doing boss things their damn selves, and then to deal with a blue collar or regular average Joe. All right, granted. Okay. Same time though, we have all these women that want the so-called soft girl life, and if they can't get that, they want to rule over or do with their so-called money because they making it too. All right, so we in the community are having a problem with this situation. It mainly not me. It is you simps out there that want to come back to the table. You know, you BGS inboard types out there in the world. Y'all still ain't came down to the table to talk about y'all gonna do this 50-50, or y'all just want the black man to go back to be a 1950s asshole. You know, with my last pre-recorded video, the unluckiest winner, you know, black men and women, we're going back to y'all. Y'all want an economically attractive black man before y'all divest and try to get a white man, but y'all want an economically attractive black man to basically either humble you to be into the soft girl era because you too hot to handle, no one can check you, boo, and you got the government right behind you, you know, for your other, you know, your housing, your food, your jobs, you know, even you educated ones, you know it, I know it. So you have that. Then you have your Ebony K. Williams types, you know, degrees, prestige, and everything in between. Y'all want these economically attractive men. Also, you will hope he'd be aesthetically, physically attractive on top of that. You know, you just want the few American athletes that fits that aesthetic to the T. We know it, I know it, you know it. You want all these dudes, and I know the majority of these dudes are simps. Y'all want Travis Hunter, we know this. So you want these men to bypass all what y'all said, do, and how y'all come. So y'all can have the same treatment as a white woman in the 1950s. Because, Lord forbid, y'all don't want to be a black woman from the 1950s. She still worked. And if she was lucky enough to have a strong, masculine man that was only supposedly faithful to her, working in some of the most dangerous warehouse or even environmental jobs known to man, You know, not with the technology we have now, but they actually had to do with manual hand labor. You know what I'm saying? While you sit back and just probably sip on tea and watching some Real Housewives of Atlanta. You know, I mean, really, what the hell we doing? And you men, let's get back to you simps, you red pillars. Y'all red pillars or dudes that's trying to capitalize off the red pill really bastardize this shit. I mean, we weren't trying to really change anything. We were just trying to open the eyes of the masses. And since it's been hijacked to mainstream now, and I'm a black pill apostle my damn self, the black pill's in full effect, likely or not. I hate to say it. And my black pills out there know. They know that ain't gonna be enough amount of money, whether you are average Joe or you was actually in the top 0.0000001%, that these all 99% of women want. Yeah. This year 2024 is for the birds. OnlyFans are taken over, so all these women got their little side hustle money along with their little job, you know, and they want dudes to go ahead and still become Mr. Cleaver after the fact. You know, they tried with Thuggo, they tried with Pookie Ray, the scammers and everything. It does not work. They got to come right back to you tech guys. Remember the tech meetup? Yeah, they trying to come into the tech guys, the blue collar guys. You know what I'm saying? White collar guys already told them they could go and kick rocks. Hell, even some of you brown collar guys and gray collar guys better be on the lookout too. You know, security officers could go and check a bag too, if you know what I mean, overtime. You know what I'm saying? Work different sites. Yeah, it's about to get ugly out here. But the gist of this video was about, the whole money argument. You know what I'm saying? If white people, Asian people, even Latina people, the women stand by their man when that dude is broke. We seen it with the migrants. These women literally came over here with working age, able-bodied men that didn't have a job. They came over here with them. But you got black women in America saying they can't do a build-a-boo. You got these so-called black men that want to go ahead and talk about they want to bring black women to the table because we want to go ahead and say the community. The same community that basically tell you, especially my ELs out there, my educated lanes, that you're not cool enough, not swagged up enough. You know what I'm saying? Even if you do got a legit job, probably even checking 80K, it's not enough money, you know, despite the fact, what was it? Only 10% of top 20% of earners is only above 50K. And I'm from the hood. I'm from the streets. I don't know some of my dope boyfriends. You know, they probably gonna get mad when I say this, but I know McDonald's workers before the whole minimum wage thing make more money than your average pack worker or so-called weight man in the damn ghetto. I do. I know it. I seen it. And this big money talk, black community, we already seen the rounds on the wall. I mean, we know we got people in our community that got a bag, but not all of us. So I don't know why all this grandstand high signifying shit on IG, Facebook is making its ways again, trying to make people feel less than what they are when we all damn in the same boat. And if you ain't, God bless to you, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully you go ahead and give instructions to other people in the masses so they can go ahead and build themselves up. And if you don't, I mean, I understand competition is a must. You don't want everybody to come up to that top of that hill. But it's your man, Mr. O, with the info. Give me what you need to know. But you ain't here for me though. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I holla. Peace. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And if you want to choose to donate, you can sock it to my pocket at Cash App, $MISTERO070. And you can hit my email if you want to go ahead and get support the content.
This is an American Douchebag Productions.